What's up, guys? It's Dwayne back again for another video, back in for the reaction, and today is a great, wonderful, beautiful, amazing day. And do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because it's a Germany day. 7 more things not to do in Germany. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
Video gemacht, das hieß
8 Dinge, die du nicht in Deutschland tun solltest.
Dieses Video ist viral gegangen. Hast du die Kommentare darunter gesehen?
Allerdings.
Da gab es sehr viele Vorschläge mit noch mehr Dingen, die man nicht tun sollte in Deutschland.
So this is part 2 then. I must have missed the first one. Because it's 7 more things not to do in Germany. I missed 7 things not to. I will do it back to front. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Sehr gute Vorschläge.
Und ein paar von diesen Vorschlägen wollen wir heute mal aufgreifen und euch in Teil 2 dieser Videoserie, die wird jetzt endlos weitergehen, demonstrieren und zeigen.
Los geht's.
Oh no! I have seen the first one. 7 things not to do. Yeah, I have seen this. I've seen the first one. I'm pretty sure.
Entschuldigung, es ist Sonntag.
Oh, es tut mir leid, ja.
Außerdem benutzen Sie den falschen Bohrer. Das hier wäre der richtige.
Oh ja, der ist ja perfekt. Danke sehr.
Bitte schön. Wiedersehen macht Freude.
Selbstverständlich.
Schönen Sonntag noch.
Schönen Sonntag.
So is Sunday very, very important? So Sunday you're not supposed to do any work. Does that stem from Christianity? That you guys just have a tradition of not doing any housework on a Sunday? It's a bit weird though, isn't it? Because like you get a weekend off. I'm guessing most people get the weekend off. So imagine having the weekend off. You can't do any housework during the week because you're at work. And then Sunday, you want to do a few drillings, you know, when it's bright outside, when it's like 12 o'clock, it's afternoon, it's not unsociable hours. And you have to be reminded not to do... Well, actually, no, he gave him a screw. Okay, let me just hear what she has to say. I'm jumping to conclusions. Maybe you are allowed to do work.
Sonntags ist für Deutsche ein heiliger Tag.
Okay.
Und das bedeutet in Deutschland, man arbeitet nicht, die Geschäfte sind geschlossen und das Wichtigste, Leute wollen ihre Ruhe haben.
Okay.
Und je nachdem, wo man in Deutschland wohnt und welche Nachbarn man hat, nehmen die Leute das tatsächlich sehr ernst. Wenn ihr zum Beispiel am Sonntag laute Musik hört oder in der Wand bohrt, kann es durchaus sein, dass das in eurer Hausordnung verboten ist oder sich Nachbarn einfach darüber beschweren. Das Beispiel, was ihr hier gerade gesehen habt, nachgespielt von Manuel und Janusz, ist übrigens tatsächlich passiert.
Interesting, interesting. She said Sunday is a holy day, like I thought. So is Germany very religious? I wonder if you guys are more religious in Germany than we are in the UK. I feel like that whole kind of Sunday is a holy day is kind of diminished a lot in the UK, and we don't really see Sunday like that anymore. Like it's the day of rest kind of thing. But in Germany, are you very religious, like the Americans? Let me know in the comment section. I really would like to know. I think that on a Sunday, if it's a known thing in Germany that you don't work on a Sunday, you don't play loud music, you don't do drilling and all that type of stuff, and you know that as a person that lives in an apartment complex, if for whatever reason, because life happens, guys, life happens, for whatever reason, you need to do that work on the Sunday because, like I said, maybe you're working Monday to Friday, maybe on Saturday you had some sort of plan, and Sunday is the only day that you're able to do some of the work. Maybe giving your neighbours a heads up is the best thing to do. You know, a lot of people have, well, my mum, in her neighbourhood, my mum and dad, their neighbours have like a, it sounds lame, it sounds very like suburbia, but they have like a WhatsApp chat where they like communicate like, oh, Sarah's left her Sarah in number 2, she's left her lights on and she's gone away for the weekend. We need to message her and make sure she knows that she's left the lights on. You know, that type of stuff. You know, like weird, like neighbor stuff. Maybe it's worth, if you live in an apartment complex, that being a thing. Where I live in an apartment complex and we have a WhatsApp group. And I think that's the best way. And if you can just like notify your neighbors that you're going to be doing some work on the Sunday, then they can't complain. Do you know what I mean? They can't complain. Like, you've notified. It's just a courteous thing to do. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Ooh, yeah. I'm guessing this is during COVID. What a crazy time, guys. We literally had those muzzles on our faces. Like, and I worked in a hospital during COVID, so I wore it I must have worn it like 12 hours, no, 13, 14 hours a day with a mask on. I don't know how healthy that was, but I used to wear one all the time. So I had to wear one in the hospital, everywhere in the hospital. Then you'd go out into the world, you go on public transport, you go into a shopping mall, you have to have a COVID mask on, a surgical mask on. Yeah, it was a crazy, crazy time. Really, really bad.
Diejenigen von euch, die schon mal in Deutschland einkaufen waren, haben womöglich an der Supermarktkasse ein gewisses Stressgefühl empfunden. Wenn ihr in Deutschland einkaufen geht, solltet ihr euch ein bisschen vorbereiten. Das fängt damit an, dass man unbedingt seine eigenen Taschen bzw. seinen eigenen Rucksack mitbringen muss, denn Tüten gibt es nur zu kaufen. Es gibt keine kostenlosen Tüten. Und dann sollte man vorbereitet sein, denn wenn man dann dran ist an der Kasse, dann geht alles ganz schnell. Die Waren gehen sehr schnell übers Band und müssen dann selbst von einem eingepackt werden. Es gibt dort niemanden, der einem hilft, und die Kunden hinter einem, die schauen womöglich ziemlich ungeduldig.
Guys, I can attribute you guys for for this, because I remember when Aldi, and especially Aldi, I was going to say Lidl, but especially Aldi, when Aldi arrived in the UK, when I was in my teens, late teens or whatever, and I first went to Aldi, I nearly had a heart attack. The way she, she was just throwing the like items, just scanning them, and it was flying down the conveyor belt. I was just like, oh my God. But now, because we've had a lot of German supermarkets like Aldi, Lidl, Netto, we've had quite a few German supermarkets in the UK, we're now very used to the speed of things. And Aldi I used to shop, especially as a student, as someone, you know, like on a lower income, I used to shop at Aldi a lot to get some good bargains. I still shop at Aldi. I love Aldi. I'm very used to like going fast. And do you know what it is? Now it's like a race for me. I love it. I'm just like, yeah, come on. And I'm just like, putting it in the bag really, really quickly. And I'm like sparing the checkout person to come on. Because I don't know. Is that weird? Do you guys do that? Is that a weird thing to do? I think I'm really weird. I like, in my head, I'm like, it's a competition. I want to see how fast I can pack. I enjoy it now. But when I first went, I was like, oh my God, can she slow down? This is intense. But now, like, it's all good. And it's when you have a checkout that's really small, you know, like where she was placing the items, there wasn't a lot of space. It's good to have like a trolley or a basket, and sometimes just load it into the trolley, load all your stuff into the trolley, and then there's always a packing area at the back of the store where you can then pack all your stuff at the pace that you want to do it at, instead of doing it at the actual checkout. Because I mean, you'll get impatient people. So I think we've adopted that culture from you guys. So when I go to Germany, it won't be shocking to me because I've experienced that in some of the supermarkets. However, in our other supermarkets that are not German branded supermarkets, it's a lot slower. It's a more of a UK pace. Like we have Morrison's and we have Marks and Spencer's and we have other chains, Tesco's, which is a lot slower than Aldi and Lidl. So yeah, but it's really, really funny because it just reminds me of when I first moved, when you guys first opened a Aldi in the UK.
Weil sie möglichst schnell drankommen wollen. Das heißt, gut vorbereitet sein, effizient alles einpacken und sich gleichzeitig nicht aus der Ruhe bringen lassen. Das ist sozusagen die Devise.
You have to stay calm, can't panic.
Wir müssen auf die Toilette.
Ja, klar, bitte. 1 Euro. 2 Euro.
Wir haben gar kein Geld.
Ja, das ist nicht genug. Das tut mir leid.
Wait, so is he just a random person at the toilet collecting money, or because he's got like a paper, like a cardboard sign, or is it just this is just standard practice in Germany? Let's see. I'm asking questions.
Ihr könnt im Park pinkeln.
Watch it. You can pee in the park. Wow.
Ich dachte tatsächlich immer, dass es normal ist, für Toiletten und auch für öffentliche Toiletten Geld zu zahlen, bis ich selbst angefangen habe zu reisen. Dann habe ich nämlich gemerkt, dass das in anderen Ländern nicht so ist. In Deutschland solltet ihr euch unbedingt darauf vorbereiten, dass eine Toilette Geld kosten kann. Das können 50 Cent sein, manchmal kann das auch 1 Euro sein. Also geht auf jeden Fall niemals ohne Kleingeld zu einer Toilette.
Do you know what's funny? Maybe we got that from you as well. Because I've noticed that we used to have a lot of free toilets, like a lot of public toilets where you don't have to pay money to use them. We still have them, but now increasingly we have our public toilets you have to pay for, and it's £1 in train stations, and sometimes it's cheaper, like 50p or 30 pence or whatever. Or sometimes it's cheap as 20 pence. But yeah, we have to pay in most places. And maybe we got that from you. Because if Germany's been doing it for a long time, do we have you to thank for taking our money just to go to the toilet? Thanks, Germany.
Also ich denke, die nächste wichtige Funktion vom Transcript-Player wäre eine Funktion, mit der man die Geschwindigkeit des Gesprochenen dann auch regeln könnte.
You keep a secret from us.
The problem
We
is
want
my
the
life,
answer.
my
Yeah,
life
okay,
is
finally
so
you tell us.
complicated
Okay, yeah,
that
tell us why.
I do.
Also nochmal, ich denke, die nächste wichtige Funktion des Transcript-Players wäre die
4K2!
Deutschland.
Ich halte das psychisch nicht aus.
Yeah, Deutschland.
Yes, we
Deutsch.
are.
Psst. Wir unterhalten uns. In Deutschland wird es von vielen als unhöflich empfunden, wenn man in der Öffentlichkeit in einer Gruppe laut ist, sich laut unterhält oder laut lacht. So typische Situationen sind zum Beispiel im Restaurant oder im Zug. Gerade so Situationen, wo andere Leute sich vielleicht nicht unterhalten und dann in einer Gruppe sehr viel Krach gemacht wird.
He said in a restaurant or on a train. That's interesting. I mean, in the UK, in a restaurant, it depends on the setting. Like if you're in like a restaurant that's kind of casual and it's like, I don't know, they sell burgers and pints, then it's fine to speak at in a loud tone. But if it's like a nicer restaurant, you don't want anyone to be like shouting and boisterous. It's just not classy. But when I think of a train, what we have in the UK, I don't know if you have this in Germany, but we have quiet carriages. So there's certain carriages where you're supposed to be quiet. It's for people that want to read. It's for people who want to not have to hear people shouting and making loud noises. If you're in a carriage that is a silent carriage, is a quiet carriage, you will be asked, you'll be told to be quiet initially, and then a conductor will probably come down and remove you from that carriage because you're not supposed to be making noise. I don't think we have a culture of the entire train you're not allowed to be loud, because in the UK a lot of people take trains to their nearest city. If they live in a town close by, they take a train to their nearest city to go out on a night out on a Friday night. So a lot of people take alcohol, cans of beers and alcohol and bottles on the train, drink on the train. By the time they get to the city, they're a bit tipsy before they go out on the night out. So we have that, also have the same culture of being able to drink in public, but sometimes it gets a bit loud on a train. So that's why we have designated quiet coaches. Let me know if you guys have that too. Let me know in the comment section.
Ich persönlich finde das eigentlich gar nicht so schlimm, wenn andere das machen, aber schäme mich immer so ein bisschen, wenn meine Gruppe, also die Freunde, mit denen ich unterwegs bin, so die lautesten sind an einem Ort. Hallo, es ist rot. Hier sind Kinder.
Es Kinder.
Auch in unserem letzten Video haben wir schon darüber gesprochen, dass Deutsche die Verkehrsregeln sehr ernst nehmen. Und hier haben wir noch mal ein weiteres Beispiel. In Deutschland sollte man nicht über eine rote Ampel gehen. Natürlich könnt ihr es trotzdem machen, aber dann solltet ihr damit rechnen, dass es manchmal strenge Blicke gibt oder auch manchmal einen komischen Spruch von euren Mitmenschen.
Okay, yeah, she said that in the last one. But is it? Oh, who is it that said that they say that? The video. Oh my God, Walter. I watched a video with Walter, and he said, American guy. I think it's my last video or the video before, and he said the same thing. He was at a traffic light, and someone will shout at you and say, "Hello!" Like, look, hello. It's basically that, hello. Wake up! Like, you're not supposed to be crossing the street when there's a red light. And yeah, I get it. Like, that's, to be honest, I can't be annoyed at that or angry at that or see that as strange. Actually, it's very responsible of Germans to do. It makes complete sense. When there's kids at the traffic lights, you have to show, good example and not like run across the road when it says red. But one of the points that I did make in the last video was that it'd be a bit weird to stand at a traffic light when it's red and there's no cars in sight, and you still wait for it to go green. And I looked in the comment section, I read your comments, because I do read your comments, and some of you were like, well, no, it's just if kids are there or it's quite busy, you don't really want to walk across the road when it's red. But if you're alone and the roads are really quiet, then people do tend to cross maybe a little bit earlier. That's what I got from the comment section. Let me know if that's true. Sometimes I don't think you're always that strict. But when you're around people, maybe it's a bit of a virtue signal to everyone else. You should stay and wait for the lights to turn green before you cross. So good, I get it. And I'll remember when I come to Germany, and I won't attempt to cross the road when it's red. Cheers.
Hallo!
Wow. What?
Es gibt eine Regel in Deutschland, die so eine Mischung ist zwischen einem Aberglauben und einem Running Gag. Ich glaube, die meisten Leute glauben nicht wirklich daran, aber trotzdem bestehen irgendwie alle Deutschen darauf, dass die Regel eingehalten wird. Und zwar ist die Regel, beim Anstoßen muss man sich in die Augen schauen.
I've heard this before, but it wasn't a German person. It was actually a British person. that I was out with. Maybe that British person has been to Germany a lot, or spent a lot of time in Germany, or maybe has German relatives. But we were saying cheers, and she said, "You're supposed to look me in the eye," and I was just like, "Oh, okay." And I just looked her in the eye and I said, "Cheers." I can't remember who that was, one of my friends, and yeah, like maybe that is a thing, cultural thing from the past in the UK, but no, we just say cheers. I don't think we have to look each other in the eye, but that's interesting. What does that mean? What does it mean if you don't look someone in the eye? Is that bad luck? Let me know.
Wenn man sich nicht in die Augen schaut, dann hat man danach 7 Jahre schlechten Sex.
Bad sex? That's even worse. Okay, I'm going to look someone in the eye constantly. I'm not having bad sex for how many years did he say? No, that won't be me. That's worse than bad luck. What do you mean?
So, was darf sein?
So,
Ich hätte gerne einen Schnitzel mit Pommes, einen Pilz und ein Glas Wasser, Leitungswasser.
Leitungswasser haben wir nicht. Wir haben Wasser, kostet 3,30 €, steht auf der Karte.
Mann, ich brauche nur ein Glas Leitungswasser aus dem Hahn, bitte.
Okay. So, und hier noch das Leitungswasser, macht aber 1 €. Ja.
In Deutschland darf man leider nicht den Fehler machen, in einem Restaurant gratis Wasser zu erwarten. Was in anderen Ländern völlig normal ist, ist in Deutschland leider nicht normal.
that's interesting because in the UK, in London, it's the same. If you go to a restaurant, you ask for water, they will bring you a bottle of water and you'll have to pay for said water. Whereas in the north of England, it's a little bit different. Some restaurants are like that, some are not. Some restaurants you can have tap water and it's not a problem. Some restaurants it's a problem. Yeah, that's, I don't know. It's a way of making money, right? Can't be angry.
Und das liegt unter anderem daran, dass viele Restaurants günstigeres Essen anbieten, aber ihren Hauptumsatz durch Getränke machen. Auch uns
Food
nervt
drinks.
das manchmal ein bisschen und wir haben da tatsächlich schon mal drüber gesprochen, nämlich in unserem Podcast. Die Episode und das dazugehörige Segment Das nervt verlinken wir euch hier unten. So Manuel, das war Teil 2. Wann kommt Teil 3?
Das ist eine gute Frage. Ich würde sagen, wenn ihr Teil 3 wollt, dann liked dieses Video.
Und schreibt uns
Okay.
unbedingt einen Kommentar, denn wir freuen uns, eure Erfahrungen zu hören. Was sollte man noch nicht in Deutschland machen? Was ist komisch in Deutschland? Schreibt uns einen Kommentar. Und wenn ihr mehr lernen wollt darüber, was interessant, was besonders ist in Deutschland oder auch was nervt in Deutschland, dann hört doch mal unseren Podcast, denn dort reden wir auch darüber.
Unter anderem, wir haben ein Segment, das heißt Das nervt. Und da regen wir uns immer ein bisschen auf.
Denn das machen Deutsche gerne. Die regen sich über Sachen auf, die in Deutschland nicht richtig laufen.
Richtig, oder anderswo.
Guckt mal, hier unten ist ein Link zu unserem
Okay, that was really good. There was nothing that really shocked me. I don't think culturally we're that different. I don't think it's really bad. I just think there's a certain things I need to remember when I come to Germany, and to just remember not to do or remember to do, like wait for the traffic lights. But for the most part, we're very, very, very similar, guys. So it's all good. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you very soon.